For Sacramento, the guards, Vasquez and McLemore. Up front, it's Thompson and Cousins. And it's Mbamute in its small forward. And for the Bobcats, Henderson and MKG will fill out the wings. Zeller is out there with Al Jefferson. And it's Walker in at the point. Now, here's Walker. Six to shoot. Hits the target from 18 feet. Walker's got the game going with his first points of the game for Charlotte.
You know, one of the bright spots last year for Charlotte was the fact that Kemba Walker showed a lot of leadership with that team. I thought he had a marked improvement from his rookie season, and a lot of it had to do just with his confidence.
You know, he doesn't have much quickness, but he'll still attack the rim when given the chance.
Well, Clark, back to Walker. Last season averaging about 18 points and 6 assists. Do you think he's more of a scoring point guard or a passer?
I think he's a guy who has to play off of his ability to score to create opportunities to pass. I think he's one of those guys that is most effective when he's attacking and looking to score, because that sets up his ability to pass and really helps his team, I think, get easier shots.
Now, here's Walker. Pass to Henderson. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here.
Gerald Henderson coming off his best season, guys. Three-point shooting was one of his weaknesses, and he made a huge leap in that area. Shot around 37% from the arc, much better than his first 3 seasons.
And that one misses. Well, going back to Henderson and the three-point shot, despite his improvement, not one he leaned on that heavily.
Well, that's smart, because if you're not a great three-point shooter, you've got to be very selective. And more often than not, Henderson would shoot the corner three but avoid the longer ones. That's the sign of maturity. It's the sign of a player who understands his limitations.
Gerald Henderson, a 6'5" shooting guard out of Duke, guys, and we all know his father played in the NBA for 13 years and was a member of a Celtics championship team back in the mid-'80s. Gerald Jr. came into the league rebounding and defending at a high level very early.
No good from Cousins. And so it's Charlotte with it. The dish now to Kid Gilchrist. Charlotte moving it around. Feeds it to Zeller. Back to Kid Gilchrist. And it's Walker penetrating. Lets the three fly. Kept alive by Charlotte. Zeller passes it to Henderson. Outside Kid Gilchrist. Pass to Jefferson. The kick out to Walker. Dishes to Henderson. Jefferson against Thompson. Another shot. It's tipped. McLemore with the ball. Sacramento again missing. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Well, Steve Clifford had a few moments to share with me. I asked him where he thought they have an advantage in this game, and he said our shot blocking is one thing that really sets us apart. Now, we have to be solid all around, but that does help us quite a bit when it comes to sending away penetration and shot attempts inside. Kevin, never something you want to rely on, but always a great backup to have.
Great, Doris. Thank you. It's not too uncommon to have that defensive focus being foremost in the game plan, is it?
Well, that's who they are, Kevin. That's their identity as a ball club. And so every game they start out thinking, let's shut the opponent down.
And not with just any kind of defense, guys. I mean, they want to get up into you, nose-to-nose, aggressive, in-your-face defense.
Here is Vasquez. Kemba Walker making his last shot. Here's Thompson. Excellent D there from Cody Zeller. The Bobcats have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's Henderson. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Now here's Vasquez, guarded by Walker. Mbamute dishes to Vasquez. He feeds it to Mbamute. Just 5 to shoot. Here's the floater. That's good. Vasquez has got 5. Charlotte trailing. And Walker kicks to Kid Gilchrist. Zeller passes to Walker. From 17 feet out. That's good from Jefferson on the assist by Walker. Jefferson's got his first points in this one. The Kings have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Now here's Vasquez. 5 points in the game. And Cousins gets it to go.
You know, when he's in that tight with that kind of height advantage over the defender, that's going to be a pretty easy play for him.
And it's Walker penetrating. Jefferson dishes to Walker. Up top, Henderson. And it's rejected. Now Vasquez to the wing on the left. 17-foot shot on the way. And the Kings check on 2 more.
Now you got to love the footwork. How about that turnaround?
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
He got the shot he wanted off that pick, just couldn't get it to fall.
But Steve, they'll take that play all day long, 10 times out of 10. That was good action.
Now, here's Mbamute. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. And Cousins kicks to McLemore. Takes a 3. And good, the 3-point shot, good from Vasquez.
That was simply a defensive breakdown there, Kevin. He was all alone for that shot. It was a warm-up jumper.
Mike Malone, the new head coach of the Sacramento Kings, son of a former NBA coach. Mike has been credited with helping teams improve their defenses, whether it was in New Orleans with Chris Paul, last season with Golden State. But Malone, very well regarded in NBA coaching circles.
Kicks it to Cousins. Passes it to McLemore. There's the 3. It's rebounded by Kid Gilchrist. Bobcats trail by 5. And the Sacramento team, Clark, not without offensive talent, but their defense has been their shortcoming.
And that's the area they've got to ramp up and improve. And Coach Malone is going to have an opportunity to put his stamp on this team by improving them at the defensive end of the floor. Boy, that was a rugged screen set there, fellas, and the defense didn't even try to go through that one.
So the Kings call timeout, their first. Chuck Hayes, he's checked in for Sacramento. Landry comes in for Jason Thompson. Kings leading now by 3. Here's Vasquez. He's got 8. He dishes it to McLemore. He kicks it to Vasquez. Traps in the tray. Vasquez has got 11 points.
Their offense already flowing. Some stellar shooting while jumping out to this lead.
Well, high-quality shots, and they've been on target with them.
Walker gets a screen from Biombo. And Kemba Walker is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
What a great play to sacrifice his body and take the hit.
Yeah, I thought that was excellent awareness and anticipation to beat him to the spot there.
And the Kings making a change here. Salmons is checked in. Kings have gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. Sessions against Thornton. Now the pass to Vasquez. He's looking for Landry and finds him. Moves back up, and the bucket is good. Coming on the layup that time from Chuck Hayes.
It's a great play under the boards for him, and you know that's the standard that he sets. It seems like all those second chance points, I mean, they're there for him game in, game out.
Here's Salmons. That falls. Great assist by Vasquez. Vasquez has got 3 assists now in this one. Bobcats trail by 10. The feed to Kid Gilchrist, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Bobcats will retain possession.
Super defensive play. I mean, if that pass gets through, it's probably 2 points.
And he knew that. He knew if it gets through, it's a score, so that's why he sold out for it and got a hand on it.
The Kings making a switch here. Thomas is checked in. Kings on D. Sessions passes to Kid Gilchrist. They need this. And there's the bucket on the layup from Sessions. Sessions has got his first 2 points.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
And here is Thomas. Pass to Landry. Marcus Thornton on the wing. No good on the three. Bobcats have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Sessions dishes to Kid Gilchrist. Biombo uses the glass to finish the layup.
Room service delivery right there, fellas. Wonderful entry feed.
Sacramento leading by 6.
You know, a lot of people thought Bismack Biombo would blossom this past season, but he never really made that big jump everybody was hoping for, guys. It's still a shot blocking machine, but seemed to be more or less the same player he was as a rookie.
Now here's Sessions. There's the dish to Gordon. Off target from three-point range.
Got a good look, though. I thought that was going to go down.
Well, the D may have done just enough there, Clark, to bother him and throw that shot off.
Thomas kicks to Thornton. Salmons against Gordon. Salmons passes to Thornton. 4 on the shot clock. Good. And the Kings lead by 8. And for Biombo, the athleticism is there. The Charlotte team raves about his work ethic, but he's still, I think, in a lot of people's minds has a ways to go.
Yeah, especially offensively, Kevin. He's very raw at that end of the floor. Very athletic, good shot blocker and rebounder. But can he develop any kind of feel as an offensive player? That's the question mark for Biombo.
Here's Thomas after the made shot from McRoberts. Thomas with the ball, now guarded by Sessions. Salmons a screen on Sessions. Thomas goes in. Landry gets the bucket. We've got 1:48 left to play in the first quarter. Feeds it to Gordon. For the three. Gordon with another miss. Kings leading now by 8. Thornton with it. Pass to Thomas. Dishes it to Hayes. Can't get it to go. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Well, an illegal screen is one of the toughest calls for the official to make.
You know, I agree with you. You've got to have some sympathy for the referees when they have to make calls like that, but they get paid well, and they're the best in the business, so they can handle it.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
Well, the business of the NBA in pretty good stead. The Kings sold back in May for a record price of $525 million, and the Seattle group had offered even more. Team value is certainly on the rise around the league. Better arenas, more lucrative TV contracts. Part of the reason that's the case.
1:16 left here in the opening quarter. Kicks it to Landry. Baseline jumper. And yes, sir, that one drops. And the Kings lead by 10.
They've built a big lead here early.
Both defensively and offensively. They've been terrific right from the tip.
And back to the bidding war for the Kings with the great offer from the Seattle group. Steve, do you think there's a chance the league could expand to Seattle?
I think so, especially with that tremendous offer that the Seattle group put forward. And now the new CBA, it's made it much more favorable for the owners. I think in the next few years, we will see at least one expansion team, maybe 2.
There's a minute left to play in the first. It's blocked. Thornton with it. Picked up by Kid Gilchrist. Thomas outside. And it's blocked by Kid Gilchrist. side, Gordon. He feeds it to Sessions. It's Kid Gilchrist on the wing. Biombo in the post. Salmon's covering. That's good.
Something they'd like to see more of him more often, that's for sure.
Kings leading now by 8. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Thomas dishes to Thornton. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. With the shot, that's good from Thomas on the assist by Salmon.
They haven't been able to stifle him defensively here.
Now their offense continues to click.
Now here's Sessions. Passes it to Biombo. And that one's good. Biombo's got 6.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be.
And we reached the end of the first one. Now the second quarter getting ready to start up. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Sacramento?
And right from the start, guys, it's apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for Sacramento. Up front is Thompson and Cousins. The guards, Vasquez and McLemore. And it's Mba'amute in at the 3 spot. Sacramento leading by 8. The screen from Thompson. Now, here's Mba'amute. He's guarded closely. And that one's good. Mba'amute's got the lead up to 10 now for the Kings. And here comes Gordon. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. He dishes it to Zeller. Back to Gordon. Outside, Walker. Left side, Gordon. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. And the pass to Cousins. The shot misses. And it's the Bobcats taking it the other way. On the wing, Ben Gordon. Back to Walker. About a minute and a half into the second quarter now. And with that shot, the Kings lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Ben Gordon.
That's like a layup for him. He's just wide open out there.
Vasquez gets a screen from Cousins. Vasquez kicks to Cousins. Cousins missing again.
An easy look there, but, you know, he misses those once in a while.
Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Well, guys, on draft night, a lot of people thought the Bobcats would go big, and they did just that. The question, however, was who would they take? And the answer ended up surprising many. It was Cody Zeller. They said the reason why they like Zeller was his surprising athleticism, which often goes unnoticed. And if you watch him move out there, he is very athletic, guys.
Yeah, an NBA body from day one. Thank you, Doris. Here's Walker after the made shot from Vasquez. Outside, Walker. He kicks it to Zeller. The shot's good on the assist by Walker.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
It's just beautiful basketball to watch, Clark.
Now here's Vasquez. 13 points in the game. The feed to McLemore. Pass to Cousins. There's the block. The dive for the ball. Out of bounds. Kings ball as Sacramento keeps possession.
3 seconds on the shot.
Shot clock at 3. Here's McLemore. Drills it from outside. McLemore's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Now Walker, he has 6. Here's the teardrop. Cousins with the block. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Vasquez with it, and it's Gordon picking him up. Shot off the pick. Misses off the right iron. Bobcats trail by 8. Outside, Walker. Kicks it out to Gordon. To the left side wing. Outside, Walker. 6 to shoot. And he drops it in from the low post. Walker's got 8 points.
You know, if you were only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would be ahead. And a big improvement for Kemba Walker last season just because of his ability to be more efficient as a scorer. And a lot of that was just becoming more confident with his shot.
Now here's Walker after the miss from Vasquez. Count that one. The Sacramento lead has been cut down to just 3 in the basket from Walker.
Boy, Jefferson got really physical on that screen to help set the shot up.
Now here's Vasquez, guarded by Walker. And here's Vasquez. He's got 13. Thompson, a screen on Walker. Here's Vasquez, and that one's good. Vasquez has got 4 points now in the quarter. And for Walker, better shooting percentages, Clark, from every distance last season.
And you always love to see that kind of improvement, Kevin. By player efficiency rating, the 8th best point guard in the league. Now, I don't like to get too enamored with those numbers, but there's some substance to those.
Here's Gordon after the made shot from Vasquez. And the basket by Gordon.
You know, that part of the floor, guys, is more or less his real sweet spot, right in his wheelhouse.
Sacramento leading by 3. Vasquez passes to Mbamute. Now here's Vasquez, guarded by Walker. Vasquez gets a screen from Thompson. Vasquez dishes to Thompson. The shot's good. Vasquez making the play. Thompson's got his first bucket in this one. Charlotte's gone 2 of 3 when they've stepped beyond the arc in the second quarter. And it's Walker penetrating. And here's Gordon from outside. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They got to get more intense.
Now here's Vasquez. Defense right on him. Count that one. Vasquez has got 17.
Well, offensively, he's taken a solid opening quarter and just built on it here in the second.
And the Bobcats call time here. You have to like what we're seeing from Vasquez.
He's on fire. And they needed to put their heads together and figure out how to get the ball out of his hand.
And now Doris Burke has an update from the sidelines.
During that break, Coach Mike Malone had some words for his team. He mentioned the need for more use of the pick and roll. It's a basic component of their offense that he said he hasn't seen nearly enough of. So, Kevin, changes already being made on the fly here in the second quarter.
Thanks, Doris. Now here's Sessions. Excellent D from Thornton. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
You look at Marcus Thornton out of LSU, 6'4", a scoring guard. He can really light it up in a hurry off the bench.
And for Thornton, a second-rounder back in 2009, his size does hurt him defensively, but you'd have to say he's exceeded expectations, Clark.
I think so, Kevin. He surprised a lot of people with his ability to provide instant offense. He is pretty locked in with tunnel vision offensively. He's myopic now at that end of the floor. He's thinking about getting the ball and scoring the ball. But in his role, I think he's perfect for it.
Chuck Hayes, he's checked in for Sacramento. And Thornton drops 2.
Well, you can count on him, can't you? He seems to knock down free throws consistently all game long.
Outside, Walker. Left side, Walker. The dish to Sessions. Sessions gets a screen from McRoberts. Count that one, and the Kings lead has been cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Sessions.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Now here's Thornton. Here's Vasquez. The feed to Selmans. The tray. No good. Charlotte's gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. And Walker kicks to Sessions. Vasquez with it. He's got 17. Feeds to Thornton. Dishes it to Vasquez. On the wing, Salmons. It's stolen by Sessions. 3-on-3. Thornton against Walker. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
You know, for a guy drafted in the second round, Ramon Sessions has carved out really an outstanding career. A smooth operator offensively. He keeps defenders off balance and has a great knack for drawing fouls. And I like the fact he knows how to use his size in getting to the rim and drawing fouls.
Free throw good. Sessions. Well, going back to Sessions, you know, he's got nice size for a point guard, I think.
Probably about 6'1", but, you know, he's got good speed. He's been a productive point guard in the league, bounced around a little bit. But one thing you know is that he will produce for you when he's out on the floor.
Isaiah Thomas has checked in for Vasquez. That misses, so he splits the free throws. Kings leading now by 3. And Thornton kicks to Salmons. Puts up a 3, and Thornton gets it to go on the assist by Salmons. Thornton's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, he's a spot-up shooter, one of the best. One of those guys who, if you give him an inch, I mean, that's all it takes. He will let it fly and frequently knock down that shot.
And what I love about watching him play, Steve, is his terrific agility and body control. Even with the multiple defenders closing in, he contorts his body at angles that really give him a chance to make shots from weird positions all the time.
And that one's good. Sessions. And here are the Kings now. They've led by as much as 10. Landry, a screen on Sessions. Pass to Thornton, beyond the arc. And the rebound goes to the Bobcats. Now here's Henderson. Down low, here's Biombo. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Now just a 2-point Kings lead. For Sacramento, they've gone 7 of 14 in the second quarter, shooting to the tune of 50%. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Yeah, good call there. You could tell he was moving into the defender when he tried to set the screen.
Yeah, lowered that shoulder, dipped right into him, too. I mean, he was going to be called on that foul either way.
Charlotte's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Sessions against Thomas. Here's Biombo. The shot's good. Sessions making him pay. Sessions has got 3 assists in the game. Thomas off a pick from Landry. Thomas kicks to Thornton. Sessions against Thomas. Some solid defense from Sessions.
It's the kind of defense required when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were right in his face.
Kicks to McRoberts. It's stolen by Salmons. Outside Thomas. He feeds it to Salmons. Sacramento moving it around. Thomas passes to Landry. Fast break. Here we go. Here's Biombo.
Oh, how about that basketball fan? Wow.
Well, you knew he'd win that race.
Definitely. I mean, that's what you call early offense.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. 1:32 left to play in the first half. Thomas dishes to Salmons. Back to Thomas. Tries to snap the cold streak. That doesn't go either for Thomas. Charlotte in the lead.
You know, it was another dreadful year for the Bobcats. After a promising start, they just weren't able to maintain it. They ended up as one of the worst teams in the league, and they didn't play well at home or on the road.
Now here's Thornton. After the miss from Sessions. Outside for Thornton. They get it again. Charlotte's gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter. And Kid Gilchrist kicks to McRoberts. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. And you can see your wins stay static and your losses grow exponentially when you can't defend your home court. Steve, third worst home court record in the league for the Bobcats last year, playing in the Queen City.
Yeah, 15 wins for them here in their home building last season. I mean, that's just not going to cut it. They just had a difficult time scoring points. Just not enough talent on the roster.
That free throw good from McRoberts.
Guys, one of the biggest challenges with young teams that have started to lose is changing the culture. Being able to establish a way of working that doesn't allow losing to be accepted. This team has got a long way to go in that regard, but they're on the right track.
He's off on the second. Well, the culture in the locker room is definitely a real thing to conquer if you're a franchise that's been near the bottom for a while. Steve, the Bobcats seem to understand that and are looking for guys that want to work.
I agree. That's why they drafted Michael Kidd-Gilchrist a couple years ago, Jeffrey Taylor, Cody Zeller. They're trying to get guys that hate losing, that want to come in and build that culture you're talking about. So we'll see if some of that attitude can carry over and turn this team around.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
And even if it costs them some foul trouble, I mean, they need to start putting some bodies on bodies. Be physical.
Thornton passes to Landry. From 15 feet away. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Here's Sessions. Can't get it to go. Second quarter ends in a tight one. Bobcats lead by 2. And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, guys, I'm here with Al Jefferson. And Al, what's the strategy been so far defensively, and what needs to happen in the second half in that regard?
Well, we just got to help. We can't let everybody beat us. We just everybody got to help and on the defensive end and give them the cue to take the punch.
Pick your poison. Can't let everybody beat you, Al. We appreciate it, guys.
Thank you so much, Doris. Great interview as always. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back with the second half of basketball shortly.
Now, presented by Sprint.
And it's a good one going on out in Charlotte. Glad to have you with us for our halftime report. Charlotte in a close game against the Sacramento Kings. Their second unit giving them instant offense. They've gone to their bench for scoring, and they've answered the call. Kimball Walker has been outstanding. He's got 11 points, and he's stacking up the assists too, keeping the defense off balance with his passing. On the other hand, Sacramento also giving it their best. Just a shooting exhibition so far. It seems like they can't miss from long range. Vasquez giving them a great boost. What he's been able to do from the field has been nothing short of spectacular. Only a select few players in the league can shoot the ball like that. That's it for us here in the studio. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you next time.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Night falls over Uptown as we bring you back to Charlotte, North Carolina. A beautiful view of the Queen City. An exceptional performance from Vasquez.
Well, when he gets to the rim, I mean, you know he's going to score. That's just the way it is. And he's been getting there a lot so far today.
And Steve, he's been operating at extremely close range. The D has to do a much better job of protecting the basket the rest of the way.
Pairing in the backcourt, it's Walker and Henderson. At the 3, MKG and Cody Zeller at the 4. And it's Jefferson in at the 5. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. That's good.
Boy, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. They've got a battle inside.
Well, this game has been tough, Clark. I mean, they're getting after it. And I think they're starting to run a little bit low on energy, possibly.
And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Yeah, good call there. You could tell he was moving into the defender when he tried to set the screen.
Yeah, lowered that shoulder, dipped right into him, too. I mean, he was going to be called on that foul either way.
Now Vasquez. Amute, a screen on Walker. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen. The Bobcats shooting a tremendous 61% from the floor, hitting on all cylinders. Right side to Walker. Zeller setting the pick for Walker. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Walker's got 13.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. And defensively, the wind has just been knocked out of their sails.
Need to get more bodies committed down low.
Now here's Vasquez. Vasquez gets a screen from Cousins. Vasquez dishes to Amute. Just 5 on the clock. And it's the Bobcats on the break. Henderson with the ball. And that one's good. And the Bobcats lead by 4.
You know, they really aren't putting up any resistance on the low block. That's the 5th consecutive basket inside.
And Steve, these looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
And the foul called on Vasquez. That's his first foul.
Well, if you really want to make things hard on yourself, that's exactly how to do it. Turnovers on back-to-back trips down the floor.
Well, they're not doing themselves any favors. The next possession needs to be a good one. They've got to find their offensive rhythm.
Charlotte leading by 4. Walker goes in. And it's sent back by Vasquez. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Doris Burke. Hey, Doris.
Hi, gentlemen. For the Sacramento Kings, a lot of rookies, and not just among the players. A new first-time majority owner, a new rookie GM, and Mike Malone, a first-time head coach. New blood taking over. But for all three, extensive experience in assisting roles, whether assistant coach, assistant GM, or minority ownership. So, guys, despite being new to the lead role, none of them lack for experience.
Thanks, Doris. We'll see how they do. Now, here's Cousins, following the miss by Kemba Walker. And Amute kicks to McLemore. Let's go. Second shot opportunity, and Cousins puts it back in. Cousins has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, he's so dangerous on the offensive glass. You know, well, Clark, what's your expression for it? Glass eater?
That's right. You got it, Steve. A go-and-get-it specialist is another way to look at him. He follows every shot, never assumes it's going in.
Easy call there.
No question about that one. You could hear the impact from where I am. It's a scary thought for the league, guys, if Michael Kidd-Gilchrist ever gets a reliable jump shot. I mean, his ability to slash and get to the bucket combined with a consistent jumper would make him one of the toughest guys in the league to guard.
He misses the free throw. And for Kidd-Gilchrist, the outside shot is a work in progress. I'll tell you what, though, he is a great slasher.
He's tough. He's got a good handle on the ball, and when he gets in the open floor, finishes well at the rim, sometimes through contact because of his strength. So, yeah, you're right. The jump shot is the last component.
So neither attempt will fall that time for him.
Well, when it came to getting wins away from Sacramento last year, the Kings were anything but kings of the road. Only came away with 8 wins as a visiting team last year, and that puts them near the bottom of the league in win total. Just absolute domination in this one for Vasquez. He has 17 points, and he's done a little bit of work behind the arc. He's got a pair of three-pointers.
Well, the defenders have that in the back of their minds now, too, so they're going to close out on him quicker. That should allow him to use the drive if he wants.
And he knocks down the first one. And back to the Kings on the road for a second. That total of 8 road wins had them tied for the fewest in the entire Western Conference, Steve, along with the Suns.
It's not a surprise when a team is just bad, when they don't have an identity. There's no way you're going to be competitive on the road. They didn't defend, and they were selfish with the ball. Other than that, they were fantastic.
That one drops. He ties it up.
The Bobcats came out of the gates fast to start the season, won 7 of the first 12. Amazingly, that actually tied their win total from the previous season that had been shortened, and they set a record for a team matching the previous year's win total in the fewest games, but unfortunately it didn't last.
13 seconds on the shot clock. 13.
Now here's Henderson, defended by McLemore. Henderson, no good. Well, Clark, as you said, that hot start would quickly vanish as those 7 wins would end up being an entire third of their total wins of the year. Steve, once the meat of the season came around, they just couldn't keep up.
Well, reality always sets in the NBA, Kevin. I mean, when you don't have enough talent, you might get off to a hot start, but it's all going to turn around, and that's exactly what happened with Charlotte. But look, they're getting better. I like some of their young players. They're competing. I think this team has a better future than people realize.
Here's Zeller after the made shot from Vasquez. Poked away. Walker the pass to Jefferson. Again, the miss by the Bobcats.
You can see how much the defense respects him. I mean, they were all over him on that look.
Rejected by Kid Gilchrist. And here's Walker. 13 points in the game. Passes to Jefferson to stop the drought. Nice D from Cousins. For Sacramento, they've gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Here's Vasquez. Here's Thompson. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It goes on Cody Zeller. For Sacramento, they have been on target from the free throw line. They're 5 of 5 in that department.
And this club shot 77% as a team last year. Good, not spectacular, but solid.
And the first one drops.
There's no question the big news for the Sacramento Kings is they're still the Sacramento Kings. After a nail-biting last couple of years, they saw the team flirt with moving to Virginia, Anaheim, Las Vegas, Seattle. Finally, a new ownership group committed to keeping the team in Sac.
Ben Gordon's checked in for Gerald Henderson. And so Thompson nails both of them. And for all the Kings fans, what a great victory. Former 3-time NBA All-Star and Sacramento native son, Mayor Kevin Johnson, instrumental in securing financing for the new arena, and Steve campaigning with the league's owners to keep the team in Northern California.
I think it surprised everyone, Kevin. Seattle made such a strong bid. I think most people felt the team would end up in Seattle, but Johnson did his job. Sacramento stepped up to the plate. And I think it's great that the Kings get to keep their team, and hopefully Seattle will end up with one in the next couple of years.
Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
Off his foot, and it's whistled a kick. Biombo is checked in for Jefferson. Gordon off a pick from Kid Gilchrist. To halt the run. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. It's on DeMarcus Cousins.
Well, at least the defender got his money's worth on that one.
Yep, that was an easy whistle for the official. Well, you look at Ben Gordon, guys, a pure shooter, clearly. Can spot up, pull up. However he gets his shot off, you expect it to go in.
That free throw good from Gordon. And going back to Ben Gordon, Clark, you called him a pure shooter, but He doesn't bring a whole lot else, does he, Steve?
Well, he's limited offensively. You know he can shoot and score, but not really a playmaker. And he's not big enough to post up. And he's not a great defender, but you know what he is. He's a scorer, and I think he's ideally suited to bring off the bench because of that.
And Gordon drops them both.
And, you know, for the Kings, with the new ownership group, a new coach, a new front office, and a new downtown arena on the horizon, it's exciting times for the Kings fans and a lot of newfound optimism around this team, too.
Thompson. Excellent D that time from Kid Gilchrist. Charlotte trailing. Walker with it. Now defended by Mbamute. And it's Kid Gilchrist penetrating. Back to Walker. Outside Gordon. He dishes it to Biyombo. The kick out to Walker. And the three ball is good. Walker's got 5 points now this quarter. And the Kings, a team that experienced a period of great success in the 90s, back the late 90s and early this century. But they had undergone a 7-year playoff drought, and Steve, times had gotten pretty dire.
Well, there's a lot of change in the air in Sacramento this season with new ownership, new management, new coaching, and some young talent with Ben McLemore. So I think there's hope going forward for the Sacramento Kings.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
And the pass to Biyombo. On the wing, Gordon. Shot clock at 6. Takes it into the teeth of the D and converts the layup. Now it's a 3-point Bobcat lead. The Kings shooting at 46%, making some buckets. Here's Vasquez. He's got 21. And Mbamute kicks to McLemore. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. McLemore's got 6 points.
Well, when you talk about a beautiful shooting stroke, just look at Ben McLemore out of Kansas. From the ground up, sets his feet, great balance, elevation, beautiful follow-through. I just love McLemore's potential offensively.
I like his upside as well. And you talk about that stroke, it is honey sweet to look at and as efficient as a heat pump. No wasted motion or energy in that. And as he learns to play off screens and be a little more aggressive in attacking the basket, I think he's got a chance to maybe be an all-star player down the road. His touch has disappeared on him this quarter. He just hasn't been able to get it going.
And it's Gordon missing.
Pretty good defense there. I mean, that's a shot that he can make, but they really challenged him.
Mbamute with it. And it's Gordon picking him up. McLemore, no good.
You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you.
Gordon kicks to Zeller. Outside, Walker. From 6 feet, the feed to Biyombo. With the shot, and it falls over the rim and in. 18 points now in the game for Walker.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Timeout called by the Kings.
Yeah, they were getting windy. Good call here to give them a quick breather.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. I was able to hear the advice Mike Malone gave to his team during that last break. He made it clear that their offense needed to run through Cousins. Coach turned to the team in the huddle and said, quote, "Tonight he's going to be the player that carries us. Let's start getting him more touches." He then made another statement, telling his guys to stay alert and aware when defending the outside shot, saying, quote, "They can hurt us on the perimeter if we don't stay right up on them." Those are likely not the last adjustments they make today, guys. There's still time left in this one. Back to you, Kevin.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. Charlotte's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Here's Sessions. He kicks to Biyombo. That falls. Great assist by Ramon Sessions. Biyombo's got the lead up to 4 now for Charlotte. Sacramento's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Thomas dishes to Thornton. Pass to Salmons. Marcus Thornton on the wing. Defended by Gordon. Shot clock at 5. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
You know, when you lack impact players, playing against the Western Conference is going to be brutal. It's going to be difficult. And the Bobcats felt the wrath of the West because they weren't quite able to match up.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Bobcats.
Well, the great passing we saw in the first half has carried right over into the second.
You know, they're taking care of business in the paint, too. Those are valuable points they've been getting down low.
First one falls for him. Clark, as you said with the Bobcats, just absolutely abysmal against the West. 30 games against the conference, and they only managed 3, yes, as in 1, 2, 3 wins the entire year, Steve.
And 2 of those wins came against the Timberwolves. So how about that? I mean, 1 win against the rest of the Western Conference. That's a shocking number, but it just shows you how much work the Bobcats have ahead of them, before they're able to really put together a good team.
It's been a good one for Thornton. He has 9 points, and he's managed to get 4 of his points by way of the free throw line.
And that may not be the first thing people notice about his performance, but those are important points nonetheless.
Here's Kid Gilchrist. Again, the Bobcats score.
That's a nice hoop for a guy that typically doesn't score a lot.
The Kings trail by 4. Thomas with the ball, now guarded by Sessions. Thomas gets the bucket.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
Here's Sessions. Again, the Bobcats score.
And it feels like the energy has just picked up big time here. And both teams now feeding off each other's intensity.
I don't know what was said in the locker rooms at halftime, Steve, but it's obvious both sides have responded well.
Here's Thornton after the made shot from Sessions. Outside Thomas. Tipped away. Ramon Sessions with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Kid Gilchrist has got it. And the basket by Gordon.
Well, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
Yeah, they have the defense on the run right now because every pass seems to have a purpose. They're getting great movement, great spacing, and they're really lining them up defensively.
Now, here's Salmons. Outside Thomas. 6 on the shot clock. Thornton against Gordon. That drops. Thornton's got 11.
They're not as aggressive from the outside here, but maybe they should think about stretching the defense a little bit, like they did in the first half. I mean, stretching the defense makes it easier to score inside, too.
Now here's Gordon. 14 points for him. Biombo, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Biombo's got 4 this quarter.
Well, I tell you what, when you get this kind of effort and efficiency from him, they're a really hard team to beat.
Hayes with the screen for Thomas. It's Salmons on the wing. He's guarded by Kid Gilchrist. Salmons gets the bucket.
It's really tough to get that shot off with the size differential there. It's not an individual matchup he's going to win every time, especially in the post.
Very well done. I didn't think he had any business operating down there with the big fellas.
And it's Kid Gilchrist penetrating. That is good.
They're straying away from the three-point game here in the second half. And that's fine as long as they're on the lead and they're getting good shots. They've decided not to take nearly as many three-pointers in this half.
Hayes the pass to Salmons. Thornton against Gordon. The baseline J. Good on the shot, and with that, the Charlotte lead is cut down to just 4 points in the bucket from Thornton. Thomas against Sessions. The dish to Gordon. That's tipped, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Bobcats will retain possession. The Bobcats making a switch here.
Substitution for the Bobcats. Al Jefferson. Gerald Henderson.
7 seconds left in the third. 16 feet away. Can't get it to go.
Even though he missed it, he couldn't pass up that chance.
Yeah, that's an easy jump shot. You got to take that one.
And we've reached the end of the third. It's the Bobcats up by 4. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. The third quarter comes to a close. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Well, tremendous point guard play, but that's nothing new coming from him. This is what you expect, the gorgeous feed there.
Bobcats leading by 4. On the floor for Sacramento. Landry and Cousins patrol the paint. Thornton out there with Vasquez. And it's Mbamute into the small forward position. Left side Walker feeds to Sessions. That 3 off the mark. The Kings trail by 4. Vasquez kicks to Thornton. Dishes to Vasquez. Back to Thornton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he gets the bucket. Thornton's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Kings.
Boy, the drive to the bucket was nice, but how about the finger roll finish? Beautiful.
Walker gets a screen from Biamba. Walker dishes to Sessions. Back to Walker. They set the pick. Shoots from 12. Nice touch on the bank shot. Walker's got the lead up to 4 now for the Bobcats.
You're going to be waiting a long time if you're waiting for him to miss that when he's that open.
Mbamute, a screen on Walker. Cousins, the pass to Vasquez. He's looking for Cousins and finds him. Shoots a fader. A rebound by Jefferson. Jefferson's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And Sessions kicks to Jefferson. Pass to Walker. Knocks it loose. Now here's Vasquez. Henderson defending. Here is Mbamute. That falls. Great assist by Vasquez.
And things are going to come way too easy for him if he can get that deep post position.
I agree with you, Steve. You got to deny him the ball down there as best you can.
Now here's Walker. Sessions dishes to Walker. Kicks to Sessions. Shot clock at 6. With the teardrop.
Yeah, trying to put a little mustard on the hot dog there. That was just convert the shot. Come on.
Vasquez passes to Thornton. To the right side. Here's Cousins. Cousins missing again. Bobcats have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Henderson kicks to Walker. The rebound by Vasquez. Vasquez has got 5 rebounds tonight. Vasquez gets a screen from Landry. Vasquez dishes to Landry, and it'll be Sacramento as it goes out of bounds. The Kings retain possession. Some changes for Sacramento. Jason Thompson, he's checked in for Landry, and McLemore subbed in for Marcus Thornton. Clock at 6. Pass to Vasquez. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. That misses, had a chance to tie it there. Now the pass to Henderson. Back to Walker. Zeller passes to Kid Gilchrist. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ben McLemore. That is his first foul of the game.
That's his first personal foul, first team foul.
On defense, Sacramento. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points.
The defender's height advantage really forced a tough shot, a difficult shot. Tried to fade it over the top, but no dice.
Now here's Vasquez. Six to shoot. Here's McLemore. The shot's good. Vasquez making the play. Vasquez has got 6 assists in the game. Charlotte trailing. And Walker kicks to Zeller. Walker with a screen for Zeller. Back to Walker. They need this one. Yep, right through the net. Walker's got 11 points here in just the second half. Sacramento's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it, 9 times they've missed. Vasquez with it, picked up by Kid Gilchrist. And there's the feed to McLemore. And Mbamute dishes to Vasquez. Cousins with a screen on Walker. Here's McLemore, sinks the three-pointer. And the Kings lead by 2.
Well, as long as the threes keep dropping for him, he'll continue firing away.
And they are dropping for him. What a game he's having from deep.
Now here's Jefferson. There's the bucket. Good.
Love the interior passing. He knew exactly where to go with that ball.
Here's Vasquez. Out to the wing. Screen by Cousins. 6 on the shot clock. And Mbamute the pass to Vasquez. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D.
You cannot afford to make mistakes like that here in a tight game.
So it's the Bobcats now. Walker gets a screen from Zeller. And Walker kicks to Henderson. He's off from 17 feet. Sacramento's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. And out of bounds as the Bobcats gain possession. For Charlotte, they've gone 3 of 8 here in the fourth quarter. Outside, Walker. Rejected by Cousins. Now here's McLemore. Defense is right there. He feeds it to Vasquez. He dishes it to Mbamute. He kicks to Thompson. Just 5 on the clock. Hits the jumper in space.
That time the defenders were a little lazy getting to him.
Clark, they've shared the load offensively.
Yeah, they've done a nice job with it, Kevin and Steve. I mean, everybody's touching the ball. There's a nice flow to what they're doing offensively.
Well, that makes it so much tougher to defend, too, when you have to account for all 5 offensive players, and the ball just moves so quickly. Tough to defend that.
Now, here's Mbamute, following the miss by Kemba Walker.
Well, you talk about some of the breakout players of last season, and at the top of the list for me was Grievous Vasquez. Runner-up for most improved player, 6'6" point guard, improved his shooting significantly and played with a lot of confidence for New Orleans.
And he knocks down the first one. And Vasquez, originally from Venezuela, Clark, and Steve, you know, you mentioned his passing. Last season, 3rd guys in the league in assists.
Yeah, and at 6'6", Kevin, a very good rebounder for a guard. He's not super quick, and that hurts him defensively, but he has excellent anticipation. And you can always cross-match him with some of the shorter 2 guards, so he's a valuable player in the backcourt.
Look at the free throw percentage, unblemished since halftime, Clark. That's pretty nice.
I'd go farther than that, Steve. How about perfect?
Now here's Kid Gilchrist. Stolen by Thompson. Mbamute against Jefferson. Now here's Mbamute. Tight defense on him. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Bobcats trail by 4. Zeller setting the pick for Walker. Charlotte moving it around. Henderson kicks to Jefferson.
You know, for as much as Jefferson scores in the low post and all the attention that he gets, one of the more underrated aspects of his game is that he is rarely careless with the ball.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Kings.
Well, they're getting into the paint with their penetration, and it's really been key for this club.
Well, it's been a super performance from beyond the arc, too. I mean, they've been raining in those threes.
That free throw good from Jefferson. good on both.
Check out the game for Jefferson. 8 rebounds, and he's added a steal to his stat line also.
Now, that's obviously not a big number, but he's been doing some valuable defensive work for him.
Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
Yeah, clearly they were starting to show signs of fatigue, so coach wanted to give them a second to get their win back.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Mike Malone as he addressed his team. He told them the game is right there for the taking, fellas, but we've got to be first. First to loose balls, first to the rim. We have to give our all right here. Kevin, now's the time.
Cousins dishes to McLemore. It's stolen by Jefferson. And finished off by Kid Gilchrist.
I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatic.
Oh, come on, Clark. He had to go for it, didn't he?
I'm with you, Kevin. You can't fault him for that. I mean, just let him go. Who cares?
And Sacramento has possession. Following the score by Charlotte. This game's going to take a big swing. Clark, if the D continues to clear out like that and give up easy dunks.
Yeah, that's the kind of defense we expect to see in a
on,
blowout, Kevin,
I
or even
know.
an exhibition game, not a close game like this.
Look how frustrated Steve is over here.
Well,
shaking his head.
you know what,
he's
Kevin?
disgusting.
Come on, Kevin. I just like that he didn't choose to just lay it up there. I mean, he threw it down with force.
And the Bobcats call time here. Henderson kicks to Walker. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Walker's got 25 points in the game.
He's starting to heat up from outside. That's his second this half.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Well, Kevin, Steve Clifford was just going over the game plan with his team. He told Kid Gilchrist that he wants their offense to run through him. Coach has called on him to play a very big role at that end of the floor tonight, and as far as he's concerned, that hasn't quite taken shape yet. Gentlemen, some late game adjustments that could prove crucial in the game's closing moments. Kevin, over to you.
And thank you, Doris. And a miss there on the triple. The Kings trailing. Vasquez with it. Now guarded by Henderson. Three-pointer. And good. The three-point shot. Good from Vasquez. Vasquez has got 9 points now in just the second half. Outside, Walker. Pass to Henderson. The baseline J. And he overshot that one, missing.
After fighting back into it, they had a chance to tie this thing up.
Steve, I love it. They are not going away. They brought it close right now.
Knocked away. Stolen by Walker. Fast break now for Charlotte. Here's Kid Gilchrist. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Kid Gilchrist has got the game tied up here for Charlotte. The Kings have gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the fourth. The dish to Cousins. Feeds to Vasquez. Pass to Thompson. Kicks it to Cousins. And that one's good. And the Kings lead by 2.
He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
And the Bobcats call time here. They're behind by 2. 1:56 left to play here in the fourth. .56 left in the fourth. And Walker kicks to Anderson. Zeller passes to Walker. Soft touch off the glass. Walker's got 27 points.
Unbelievable basket. What a huge height disadvantage. I thought for sure it would be blocked.
Not this fella, Steve. Not at this stage of the game. He was going to get to the rim no matter who was standing in the way.
And there's a minute 45 left here in the fourth quarter. Vasquez dishes to Cousins. Passes it to McLemore. Shoots the three. It's rebounded by Kid Gilchrist. Kid Gilchrist has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And Walker kicks to Henderson. Dishes to Jefferson. Shot clock at 6. A baseline jam. That's good.
I love the plan here. Set up the opportunity for the mismatch.
Yeah, recognizing they need a bucket, Steve, and use the height advantage when it comes. No need for the extra pass there.
Now here's Vasquez. 1:03 left to play in the final quarter. Out to the wing. Open shot. Cousins. It's good. And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
I like the way he's not forcing anything, taking advantage of what the defense is giving. He's been a key contributor for them this quarter.
And Walker kicks to Henderson. To the inside. Kid Gilchrist. Some solid defense there from Thompson. Sacramento's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. And Kid Gilchrist kicks to Zeller. It's in!
Ooh, a pressure basket right there.
Now that's coming through in the clutch.
Now Vasquez.
Still a chance, but they've got to score here.
Yeah, every possession is necessary.
McLemore, the pass to Cousins. Puts it up from 12. It's rebounded by Charlotte. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you can't let them pound the ball and just milk those precious seconds away.
No other option here but to foul and hope for a few misses at the line.
Charlotte's gotten a lot of looks from outside tonight, 5 of 12. And they go to the intentional foul.
That's his second personal foul. 14 foul. At the line for the Bobcats, shooting two, Gerald Henderson.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second one is good. And both at the line. It's a 4-point ball game.
That was a critical trip to the strike. They have a 2-possession lead now.
Timeout called by the Kings. They're losing by 4. 15 seconds left in the fourth. A 3 off the inbound. It's rebounded by Kid Gilchrist. They foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
That's his 4th personal foul. 15 foul. Going to the line, Michael Kid Gilchrist. Shooting 2.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. The pass to Vasquez. Launches it. No good. So it's Charlotte picking up the win. It was a solid win, Clark.
Yeah, it was, and I think it came down to will more than skill. They went out and got this one.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, Gerald, you guys certainly played with a level of determination out there to win. What was the team's focus coming into this ball game?
We were just scrappy. You know, that's a team we have to beat. Playing scrappy defense and getting out and running, and you know, using our guards and making plays for each other.
Congratulations, Gerald. We appreciate the time, guys.
Doris, thank you. And for Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, and the rest of our great 2K Sports crew. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for joining us as Jordan presents our player of the game, Kemba Walker.